Good evening, friends, distinguished members of the jury on the dais and in the audience, senior officers of government, representatives of the telecom industry, and dear young friends who've set up stalls and participated in this fourth edition of the India m2m iot Forum, being organized by the Department of Telecom. Firstly, I must start by congratulating the winners. I am told that the competition was fierce, as is the case in the telecom industry in India, and there was very little difference between those who won and those who did not come in the first three. So my congratulations to the winners. By your achievements, by your presentations, you set standards which I'm sure will keep inspiring others to reach greater heights. And those that participated, let me wish you better luck next time. The subject of m2m and IoT is something which could not be more topical or more current. We are at a stage in the evolution of technology in the telecom sector, as well as in apply other tech areas like smart cities, where M2M is going to decide the way things happen. In the good old days, civilizations used to come up near rivers. Later on, cities sprung up near highways. Today the time has come wherein smart cities will be the magnets of growth, of development, both socially and economically. And the basic elements of smart infrastructure will mostly be based on M2M communication and the Internet of Things. The standards, the IMT 2020 5G standard is expected to open up a new avenue. And for India, it is of great importance. We have been late in acquiring 3G and 4G technology. 5G is an area we need to be with the rest of the world. Also, we did not have any India-specific mandatory standards in the 3G, 4G domain. But I'm delighted to share that very recently in the IITU discussions, for the first time ever, the team led by TSDSI, the Director General of which is present here, and backed fully by industry and government, was able to get low mobility, large cell standard introduced as compulsory standard for 5G, and I'm sure this will open the way for more standards for Indian conditions in this space, as well as lead to our youngsters, our startups, our tech entrepreneurs to work to develop IPs to harvest commercially the growth and spread of 5G in the world. India has been long a place where startups have flourished. We are known for our ability to diagnose problems, to provide bespoke solutions in a most cost-effective and value-for-money format. Today, we are the third largest startup ecosystem. Soon we will beat the UK to become the second largest ecosystem. And the interesting part about startups in India is that most of them are tech startups, catering to all kinds of needs, from education to health, from human resource management to disaster management, from security to financial inclusion, from e-commerce to any other field. But they leverage technology, which this country has often neglected, to provide the best solution for identified problems. The government looks at the startup ecosystem as a very, very strong potential public good, which would be like the tide which can lift all boats. So government policy is focused to improve the situation for incubating as well as getting startups to flourish and to turn into commercial products and viable companies. The problems of entry, the problems of exit, compliance issues, taxation issues are mostly taken care of. The issue of financing of startups will also be sorted out once the Electronic Development Fund, promoted by Deity, is able to provide funding to venture capital funds to fund startups working in the electronics and technology space. And this is the area we need to look at. So looking at the talent assembled here, looking at the partnership between government and industry, looking at the support provided by technical organizations like CDOT, and the stewardship provided by organizations like the TSDSI, I have no doubt that the startup ecosystem will play its part in being able to use m2m, big data analytics, to develop applications for Indian conditions. Those who have participated today, my congratulations to you. Those who won hopefully will join the TCOE incubator and further hone your skills, develop your products, commercialize. One last word of caution. In India, we have a lot of scientists who do excellent work. But the problem with scientists, according to me, is that they get excited when they see problems. When they've sorted out a problem and found a solution, they leave it and go to the next problem and the next solution, not looking so much at the prospects of commercialization, taking it from the lab to the market so that the solution can reach millions and millions of people and meet their needs or solve their problems. I would also like to congratulate the organizers, the Additional Secretary, the DDGIC, Mr. Pathak, COI, CDOT, and all our other partners for making this happen, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.